You think you're still a kid at heart. Okay, Raggedy Ann, get ready to stretch your Armstrong.
Feel the burn, stretch.
It's I Love Toys, the decisive countdown.
Ooh, I got it. Ooh.
And this is 60 to 41. A speak and spelling, see and saying, no assembly required rank that presents more questions than answers.
Why wouldn't it say Dick Smack?
Is that potty humor in your Mad Lib?
Poopy?
Do Lincoln's logs flex more muscle than He-Man?
I have the power!
Can Evel Knievel jump his way into the top 50?
If you're an Evel Knievel doll, kids are gonna do the sickest they can think of.
Plus, Game Boy addiction exposed. And murder.
I don't have a clue who could have done it.
Because the most awesome toys ever deserve a place in history.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Because you totally want to double dutch. Admit it, this is I Love Toys, 60 to 41.
I love toys for all the girls and boys. Everybody makes some noise if you love toys. I love toys, they never will annoy. They're one of the things I do enjoy. Toys.
Number 60.
I didn't get an Elmo. Been trying to get an Elmo ever since we knew about him.
I think Elmo is cute. I'd like to be friends with Elmo. Hey, Elmo.
How you doing?
His laugh is great. It's very infectious, man. You know.
There's no biting, kicking, scratching, pushing, shoving, and no pulling hair.
I remember when this whole craze with the Elmo came out, people had to have it. Right? It does?
Housewives, like, this was crack. Like, we know where the new crack is. They got it at Walmart.
The first mother to crawl across the finish line gets a Tickle Me Elmo.
Hopefully I'll get it before Christmas.
Right. Try Christmas a year from now.
People were paying hundreds, nay, thousands of dollars to get a Tickle Me Elmo.
This is serious business for these parents. Their reputation is on the line.
It's for Brennan. He's 16 months old, and we're very excited to get it.
People get kind of shocked because I have such this baritone voice, and then I can go up so high.
The actual voice of Elmo is a black guy?
He definitely wasn't street. You never heard a shout out come out of Elmo. Yo, man, tickle me. Yo, what up with that?
Wow. Can you imagine what they made him do? Like, act like it's funny. First starts off like, oh, man. No, man. Laugh!
Guy gave me his Elmo.
So now little Austin has one.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Number 59.
Oh my God, I loved Simon.
It's all a memory game.
Simon sets the pace. You follow right along. Light the lights that Simon lights, or he'll tell you that you're wrong.
I really felt like one of those chickens in the box that, like, presses the lights.
You have to replicate it exactly, otherwise you feel like you're an idiot.
That's you, Simon. You didn't give me a chance.
Damn it!
To either do what Simon says or else go down the drain.
It's actually got an attitude, because if you get it wrong, it gets mad at you.
Like, if you lose, why can't it go, oh?
You're an
I'm a little rusty.
This is when I make up the song in my head. He's a liar. Green, yellow, red.
There was a movie, right, where they used Simon to communicate with aliens.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Steven Spielberg went out and paid $13.99 for this puppy, and it became a film.
Simon, I'm on TV. I can't give you all my attention, Simon. But the nice thing about Simon is, I just turned him off.
Number 58.
Mad Libs were kind of like a one-page incomplete story. And what you would do is fill in like a noun or an adjective, and then it would be a fun story that you kind of half wrote.
You'd make it dirty every time. Like, I don't know anybody that actually made them clean.
Dirty Mad Libs? I've never even heard of such a thing. Because you said horny before when we asked for an adjective. And I was like, this dude's sick. He must know something that I don't know. Tell me about Dirty Mad Libs.
Here's a Mad Lib. Dear Mr.
Long Prong,
you are my favorite Hollywood
bitch
because you have done so many
bitch ass
horror films.
I loved you in the
Dildo
Museum and the
Codpiece
from
Bayonne
and Las Vegas.
The vampires met the
jackasses.
My particular favorite was the
farty
role you played in Dr.
Poopy
and the yucky, slimy, really horrible
sperm.
You wore a long white and had a beard that made you look like
my butt.
I saw that
a dillion times.
You are
an aardvark
and should get the Academy Award for
humping.
I think you are almost as scary as my other favorite,
boobs.
That was fun, wasn't it? Hilarious. Can't wait to see how you guys cut that together.
Number 57.
If ever there was a toy that would warn you off steroids, it's this thing.
Hey, who wants to play with my Stretch Armstrong? Just wait till I'm done.
Good for your traps.
Stretch Armstrong was awesome. I loved Stretch Armstrong.
When it first came out, everybody had to have a Stretch Armstrong doll.
Does anyone else find it really weird that his name is Stretch Armstrong and he happens to have those capabilities?
That's no coincidence.
That's so weird.
Stretch Armstrong, it's pretty much right in his name. He stretches. That's all he does.
What is it you want me to do? I'll do it. I don't care. At this point, I'm so burned down in these shows. Whatever you want me to do, I'll go waka, waka, waka.
Hey, all right, okay, and then what?
This guy, you can stretch his arms all the way out, stretch his legs. Wow. And what else do they have you can stretch?
Hey, great toy. Already I'm uncomfortable.
Make it burn. Feel the burn, Stretch.
After a while, you're stretching them, they go back. You're stretching them, you go back. There's nothing else to do but go, what's inside?
This was the original Stretch Armstrong.
What happened to this?
It's a very phallic tip. It really is.
Ma, close the door!
I think he's enjoying this.
No pain, no gain, Stretch.
I mean, look at his face.
It didn't used to be about the muscles. It wasn't about that in the beginning. It was about something else. It was about the simple boyhood pleasures of stretching a man to his breaking point.
That would be great. Stretch Arnold strong. Ah, let go. No, it's too much. I'm going to break. I'm going to break it. Let go. Ah. Number 56.
Here's another great lakeside toy.
Nothing's more fun than a barrel of monkeys, you've heard people say.
These things.
A lakeside barrel of monkeys is a barrel of fun.
Jane Goodall would have been disgusted by this.
Shake the monkey!
Where's Peter? They got monkeys in a barrel.
Well, I think it's a lot more humane than putting them in a jar.
Empty the barrel, pick up a monkey, hook them together one by one.
The object of the game is to actually connect 12 monkeys all together. See, I got 2 already.
You spread them on the floor at first, right? You can't just grab them out of this damn barrel.
Hey, the monkey on the other side, he's gonna kill you. What are you gonna do to him? Hey, he said something about your mother. Yeah. No, I won't tell him.
Ooh, I got it. Ooh.
It's hard. It's a hard game. It's challenging.
That's right. I win.
Nothing's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Coming up, He-Man, Transformers, and Raggedy Ann. Who will rank higher? Find out when I Love Toys continues. But first,
Evel Knievel's amazing toy stunts. Today he attempts to jump a globe. He revs, he jumps, he learns. Let's see it again. Oh, there goes Greenland. He gets an A.
now let's see. Scary toys.
Number 55.
Mousetrap. Mousetrap is a great game, one of my favorite board games.
This is Mousetrap, a game in which building the trap is half the fun.
You have these little mice and you move them around a board, and throughout the game you are building this contraption that is eventually going to be a mousetrap.
I can't even make a Lincoln log house. What am I supposed to do with this?
It's almost like Home Alone with all those little traps.
It would never even occur to you to play the game of Mousetrap. The idea really is just set this up and then make it work. And, you know, if you can do it, it's actually pretty satisfying.
I just built the contraption and then just kept catching the mouse and laughing hysterically like someone with a slight mental condition.
No, I was a master mousetrap builder. You have to be good at it.
Let's see if we can make it work.
Turn the crank. Food hits the bucket. Ball goes down the stairs into the red circular tube. Hits the...
Oh! Oh, that's what happens.
I don't think we got the thing to work once. It's very, very challenging.
That worked for me every single time. It hits a hand, which releases a ball that goes through a tub with a hole in it, and then activates a springboard.
Catapults the diver
in the air and then down onto the pig. The pig flips out, flops in the water. Blah, 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 blah. Emergency services get the pig. There are protesters everywhere. Why are you mistreating the pig?
French, there's no pig.
That's the way I remember it.
The guy that was like this, I think he landed in the tub. Either landed in a tub or a vat of piranha. I can't remember.
And then the cage falls and it traps the mouse.
Yeah! Woo! Perfect! Build a better mousetrap, they say, in the world will be the path to your door.
Number 54.
Viewmaster is a perfect example of how crappy toys were for kids in the 70s.
It was actually intended for adults to like view little slides in a machine, but because it was so boring, they handed it over to the children.
You know, there are lots of GAF Viewmaster packets, like cartoon characters, famous places, sports.
Oh, the Viewmaster was crazy. These people, they're like working.
Outstanding.
This is so cool, man.
Oh!
There's actually a story that you're supposed to follow right in here.
Ka-chunk. It's the sound of narrative being advanced.
Ka-chunk. See, it says, Cinderella arrived and the prince danced only with her.
Ka-chunk.
And it looks like they're doing the forbidden dance, the lambada.
Ka-chunk.
I used to love going to the park and looking at slides of birds and trees and squirrels and just grass.
Now, find the cartoon characters.
I loved how the images looked 3D because it was like you were actually there.
Is that the Pope?
Popeye and Scooby-Doo.
What the hell is the Pope doing in there?
That's funny.
Got the new Hustler.
What about you?
Yep, that's vagina.
Is Washington Monument a cartoon character?
Before I obtained this toy, I was but a View amateur. Now I'm a View master.
It's a quality toy. Is it a top 10 toy? No. Is it a top 20 toy? No. Top 50? Top 50.
Number 53.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
Here's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
Even today, it's like 20 years later, it is difficult for me to admit that I was a fan of He-Man.
They were fun. They had good action figures. He-Man did it right.
I would rank He-Man as 2 for me. He-Man's incredible.
So they did the action figures first, and then they based a cartoon on it.
I remember my buddy called me, he was like, He-Man is on! And I'm like, what? And I turn it on, and there's all my favorite little action figures.
The big, selling point of the He-Man toys was that you could twist them and they'd snap back and fight.
Bang, bow, boom, 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 bang.
Skeletor is his enemy.
He-Man, He-Man.
Skills are, He-Man. He thinks he can destroy the world. He-Man, I'm going to do some bad stuff to you.
You also had Moss Man and Beast Man.
Trapjaw. This is Penis Face Man.
This is Stinkler, I guess. He used to stink, but now he doesn't really smell like anything.
That's not a black He-Man. What's wrong with you? Are you trying to start trouble? He gives me the thing goes, the black one's called Stinkor. Really? How about the white one's called I'll F you up or?
I really liked that he had his magic sword, that he could just hold it off and say, I have the power.
I have the power!
Number 52.
Speak and Spell is an educational toy from Texas Instruments. It's kind of like the spelling bee game.
Speak and Spell was an orange plastic keyboard that you would type in words and it would say them.
Play, spell, once.
When I first saw Speak and Spell, I thought it was the most incredible thing ever.
Go. Iron.
Who? I don't really understand what it wants me to spell, which is frustrating for both of us.
¿Es inglés? No sé. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué lenguaje estamos hablando de? Vale, está bien.
You press the letter A, it goes A.
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 C-H-I-M-P. That is correct. F. Wrong. Try again.
See, that's the problem, is that the magic voice was just too demanding. Nothing was ever right for you. No love, no praise, no correct, wrong. And on to the next word.
Now spell touch.
It was both educational and fun. It was educational when your mom and your dad was around, and it was fun when you and Richie Epstein were in your tree fort, both naked, making it say dirty stuff.
You are correct.
I shared too much for that. Oh, sorry, Rich.
I never typed bad words, but let's find out what happens.
S-H-I-F-U-C.
The programmers were really smart. It would never say it.
Why wouldn't it say Dick Smack?
I don't think that toy helped kids learn how to spell because they were just busy putting in filthy language.
E-O-Y-S. You are correct.
Yes!
Coming up, are these hippos hungry enough to rank higher than Evel Knievel? Your votes have been tallied. The outcome is next on I Love Toys. But first,
This is Cobra Commander, international terrorist, leader of the Cobra forces, and sworn enemy of G.I. Joe.
Cobra!
This is his day off.
Supermarket surprise.
Wow, you got a helmet.
Oh, man.
Number 51.
Lincoln logs basically are building blocks, but building blocks to make everything look like a log cabin.
Oh, man, this is crazy. I used to have Lincoln logs, man.
What happened to my Lincoln logs? Where did they go? Mama, did you throw them out? Oh, I want to know.
We was another one of those great toys that came in a can.
Oh, sweet lacquer.
This is what it smelled like to be a pioneer.
I think these are one of the more educational toys. They sort of teach kids spatially how to build things.
So what are we building here? Do you want to build a cabin or a cabin?
I was thinking we could try a cabin.
Let's go for it. Let's mix it up.
That's it. Log cabins. You can't build a skyscraper.
Making them was great, but destroying them was even better.
You can't build a teepee. You can only build log cabins.
I found an old-fashioned log cabin.
Wow, I built a log cabin. Like, they're called Lincoln Logs because Abraham Lincoln lived in a log house.
Kids love everything associated with Abraham Lincoln.
Everything.
Stovepipe hats.
Mary Todd.
Beards. Building materials.
The penny.
$5.
Who doesn't love $5?
$5 American dollars.
Kids love $5.
Number 50.
I'm sorry, sir. Your flight's been delayed. Cool.
This actually was a revolution for me, the Nintendo Game Boy. Playing games on the move.
This was the secret to quieting children.
Here you go, little Johnny. Don't bother mommy or daddy until you're 18 and need drug money.
I guess is the original Game Boy. And look how big it is. You really can't carry this with you comfortably unless you have big boy pants.
This was as big a deal as like the PlayStation Portable is today.
Game Boy was revolutionary because finally I don't have to pay attention at school or at work or at home. I can just be constantly playing Tetris.
Tetris is the game that sold the Game Boy.
The great thing about Tetris was, oh wait.
Oh, the memories.
Yeah, baby. I'm on the road.
You know you've got a Tetris problem when you go to bed at night and you close your eyes and all you see are little bricks fall. Like, damn it, I've already myself.
Oh my God, what a bad addiction.
It was like, me alone, I'm in the bathroom, locked in there for too long, and you hear the noises. What's going on in there, Chris? Come out. You've been in the bathroom for too long. Don't bother me. Don't come in here. Don't look at me like this. And then I would be naked playing Game Boy, covered in peanut butter. True story.
Is it necessary that you have the ability to carry with you video game pleasure? I think it is. I think it's probably necessary.
Okay, I'm going to get off in a second. Let me get one more.
Personally, I carry a book. A book about video games.
Number 49.
I love Clue. Clue is one of my favorite games.
Mr. Body. Hello. Invited everybody over for a party, a dinner party, and then ends up dead, and all the guests have to try to find out who did it.
Sometimes the maid did it. Sometimes Mr. Green did it. Could have been a knife involved.
I don't have a clue who could have done it.
I think that game might have started in England. They always had those big houses with all those big rooms and stuff like that.
The conservatory, the dining room, and of course my favorite room, the ballroom.
I believe Mr. Green did it with a wrench in the conservatory. And you would visualize these things. Look, this is a wrench. Someone in this game killed someone with this.
Lead pipe, wrench, rope, all items that you could use to kill somebody. But you know how I would do it. My deadly fists.
I believe that Mo Rocca raped Mr. Body in the library with a lead pipe.
It was a murder, not a rape.
The evidence does not lie, John.
I know who it was. I've solved it. Bill Dwyer in the conservatory.
What are you talking about, Beth? This is for personal use. All right, kick the chair out.
The murderer was Mike in the billiard room with a wrench.
How can you say that? I loved Mr. Body. I made love to Mr. Body.
And then you killed him.
No! No, it was Plum! It was Plum! Oh, no, I had Plum. No, it was Colonel Mustard.
I don't know why children are playing games about murder, but it gets you prepared for the real world. It really does. Because there's murder out there. This is waiting for you.
Number 48. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny.
Yeah, I loved the Fisher-Price Little People.
They're elegant in their simplicity. They're just barrels with heads.
Another head on stump, but this one has a hat.
There's a theater, a mailman to deliver the mail. And of course, there's a village fireman.
I think this is the universally agreed upon Little People walk.
These people really got around. You know, they could go in trucks, on the bus. They could go in Little People cars. They also had, like, a farm.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. They don't do a damn thing.
And they don't smell. They don't have a smell.
No arms. They don't need arms.
Oh, there's a policeman.
What do you need arms if you're a bus driver for? Just drive with your feet.
Years ago, they weren't as politically correct as they are now. The Asian guys, with the little mustaches.
They were just like, Chinese! We make him Chinese!
60s, black little person. No arms, no legs, Indian headdress. 90s, black little person. Paintbrush, airplane, backpack, red baseball cap. Which do you prefer?
There is a lesson to be learned that you do not have to have arms and legs to be happy. You just need to have some megawatt yellow hair, a hole in your soul, and a big smile.
Then, after a busy day, our Play Family Village pulls in its sidewalks for the night and goes to sleep.
Number 47.
The Evel Knievel action figure was the greatest thing in the world.
The Evel Knievel doll actually had more functioning human bones than the real Evel Knievel.
What's wrong with his ass? Evel had a flat ass. Is this like, this can't be his real ass. Now, I'm in a wheelchair because I crashed a motorcycle, and they're gonna give me an Evel Knievel doll. I don't know where we're going with this show. This is out of control.
Evel Knievel's stunt cycle had this sled-like device, and you'd sit Evel Knievel on his bike on top of the sled, and you'd crouch down.
And you would wind it up. You would crank this thing as hard as you could, and then it would just go bam, and he would just take off. And you build little ramps for him to jump off.
If you're an Evel Knievel doll, you ain't gonna last very long. Kids are gonna do the sickest they can think of.
We used to live on the 5th floor. I would do it right there on the window ledge. Really crank them up and let them go and 5 flights down.
Is there a greater American than Evel Knievel? Is there somebody who embodies the American spirit more? No. No. You can have your Abraham Lincoln, you can have your George Washington and your Martin Luther King Jr. Give me Evel Knievel. Give me the guy who jumps over school buses on a motorcycle wearing a cape. That's the guy I want on my team.
Number 46. The wild, wild race feature hippos face. They're hungry, hungry hippos.
Hungry, Hungry Hippos, a game by Milton Bradley.
Recommended for children ages 3 to 6.
As a fat kid, you don't just hear that song on television. You hear it at lunchtime.
I think kids might have called me that. I mean, I never really heard it, but...
That's so rude. This was like my favorite game, and it was everyone's favorite game in my house.
Whoever gobbles up the most marbles wins. You better eat the backpack. Who won't lag? They're hungry, hungry hippos.
Well, this is one of those games that is not educational. It's not strategic. It involves no thought.
Whoever eats the most wins the game.
Which means I can master this.
So you don't even need eyes. All you really need is one working finger. And you can master Hungry, Hungry Hippos. This is the entire game of Hungry, Hungry Hippos.
On your mark, get set.
And everyone looks like an ass doing it.
I got more than you.
All right, man, boy, eat them up now. Eat them up, John.
Where's the joy in that?
I'm the king round here.
they eat fish in the water? What do they eat, hippos?
I think hippos eat baby seals, if I'm not mistaken.
People don't understand that hippos live on marbles.
Wrong, dumb.
It was, made for the mentally inept by the mentally inept.
Well, you the one you voted you.
Oh, you want me to use your...
Hungry hippo, Swimble Bradley.
Coming up, will the Rock'em Sock'em robots fight their way to the top?
Yes!
Find out as I Love Toys counts down the top 100 toys ever. But first, the rank update.
Mo Rocca here with the latest developments in the rankings. We're about halfway through only true giants of playtime from here on in. Mousetrap and Viewmaster were edged out by Game Boy at number 50. Could that indicate a preference for modern games? Maybe. Now here's Michael Ian Black with this hour's big upset. He-Man landing at the very lofty number 53.
Some in-the-closet intern has a boner for He-Man, so he goes at 53, but you can't look at the larger societal construct that allowed roller skates and jigsaw puzzles to endure for decades? You can't even take that into consideration?
Thanks, Michael. That rant just gave me a boner. I'll see all of you at the end of the show with a complete recap. In the meantime, make sure to check out VH1.com and VSpot for rants, outtakes, and if you're a premium member, some very special pictures of He-Man.
Grow a butterfly. Grow, 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 grow. Yay!
Number 45.
Bam! Folks, the Frisbee.
This, of course, was a staple in a family. You had to have a Frisbee.
Say it's simple, say it's silly, but you have it.
A far cry from what it was really invented as literally a pie tin.
People were throwing pie plates for a very long time. There was a company called the Frisbee Bakery.
They actually served their pies in these Frisbees. The Frisbee plates sold really well, but the pies tasted like...
And then it kind of evolved into this plastic thing.
Nobody could throw it further than me because I threw it forehand and I flipped it.
There's some guys you can flip it and they're like...
I am the ultimate target for people who enjoy Frisbee. In the face, on the hand, in the back. What are you doing?
Oh, ow. Son of
I mean, there are certain problems with the Frisbee. Chief among them, the kinds of dudes who play Frisbee.
I sometimes feel that I have these micro mini Frisbees flowing through my veins.
They're really focused on this flying disc, and this is where they derive their pleasure.
When I was a kid, I played hours and hours of Frisbee. I can't figure out what... Oh, yeah, we used to smoke pot all the time.
And then there's the guy with the dog. He's got to show off.
They dip it in like some beef flavored or lamb flavored stuff. That's why the dog goes after it.
It's like...
You know, it takes an extra special canine to actually chew through one of these suckers.
Like, whoa!
This is an interspecial toy, man. Aliens probably can play with this.
The dude who can really catch a Frisbee, really pathetic. The dog, awesome. I'll go to the grave believing that.
Number 44.
Hey, look who's here. It's Raggedy Ann and her brother.
Everybody has this. Grandma had this. Mom had this. My aunts had this.
Back in 1915, I believe it was, these dolls were the must-haves.
The doll is named Raggedy. I'm not sure that's appealing.
And these were the dolls before all things plastic, all things blinky, crying, feeding. It was a rag and it was a doll.
One of the most popular girls' dolls ever.
Every kid loves a doll that you can just hang on to, that just kind of sits in your chair.
Every Raggedy Ann and Andy have a little heart on them that says, I love you.
A Raggedy Ann and Andy, brother and sister, which is telling because, gosh, they look an awful lot alike.
I only found it disturbing that Raggedy Andy had as much makeup on as Raggedy Ann.
Did they even try with Raggedy Andy? Let's make a boy doll. Should we make him more masculine? No. Same face, same legs, same body, everything. Put a pair of pants on him, check shirt, string tie.
Could you play war with him? You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's sort of like the stereotypical doll that every child had.
This is an American classic. You can't get better than this.
Now, we're going to say bye. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Number 43.
Rise and shine, people.
See and say, this is so cool. I think every kid had a see and say. Didn't everyone have that?
This was the toy to learn from.
Good catch.
So you would see it, and then you roll it around, and then it'll tell you what it is.
The See and Says came in all sorts of different versions.
There's a Sesame Street, there's Around the World, there's ones with the numbers. I had the farm one. You know, the pig says.
I grew up on a farm, so I could have really just stepped outside and heard the animals, but for some reason it was more fun to hear them through a computerized voice.
So this is the newer See and Say, but I had the sorry-ass 70s version where you had a string that you pulled.
Apparently a lot of stupid kids are strangling themselves. Now they have a handle.
And at some point it was just like, it got stuck. The cow says, the cow says, the cow says if you were the third or fourth child in a family, it was a hand-me-down toy, you never found out what the cow said.
The cow goes. That was the original scratch toy. I used to be like, cat, 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 cat.
And then, for your listening pleasure,
After a while, you just got a little bored with it. Then your mom's be trying to watch All My Children. She don't want to hear this.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Coming up, the jump rope masters show us a thing or two. But can they help it crack the top 40? The I Love Toys countdown continues. But first...
Big in Japan, not big in the U.S., but big in Japan.
Konnichiwa, and welcome to Big in Japan. I'm your host, Voltron. This is my co-host, Hello Kitty.
Hello, Big Japanese Toy Party.
Today, Big in Japan guest is one green mother. He like to step on Japanese people, breathe fire, and knock over big building with tail. Please give warm greeting to Godzilla.
Hello, he's so hot and sexy. He classic toy.
And that Big in Japan toy. See you on flip side, homie. Sayonara.
New from VH1, it's I Love Toys.
Oven baked.
I got a spyrogram.
This is one sexy pony.
I refuse to believe it's this hard to be a doctor.
You sank my battleship. 100 toys in 5 nights in an action-packed concrete grip countdown. I Love Toys premieres next. For more toy love, go to VH1.com.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
This fall on Awesomely Bad Fashion.
I'm going to call the fashion police. Hello? I'd like to report a crime. Rainbow Bright.
And on the premiere of The Surreal Life.
Baby alive.
Oopsie.
I can't believe the Care Bear is leaving the house.
I don't care anymore.
Number 42.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping rope is so much fun.
The jump rope. Yes.
The things that really make great toys are the ones that are really simple, and a jump rope is completely simple. It's a big string.
Anything can be a jump rope. You know, we used to have an extension cord as our jump rope.
The only drawback to that is that sometimes it would whip you. And I just remember many experiences jumping rope and then being like, oh, damn it.
When I first started off, I started doing single jump rope. Single jump rope is very, very simple.
You put the rope behind you, then you put it over you, then you jump. Sounds easy, right? Try doing it really fast. Not so easy anymore.
Jump, jump.
That's what I'm talking about.
But to be a little more difficult, you did double dutch.
And it would be two people, one at one end, one at the other end, and it would, and you had to have a rhythm. And then there would be a girl waiting to go in.
The girls in Harlem, seeing how they did double dutch, blew us away.
It's like a little flavor that they had when they was turning it.
I would totally have a double dutch with Kenesha and Tawana all the time. We go crazy.
You catch our guy jumping double dutch, and he's standing there waiting to come in.
You always had, you know, like Jaquan over there jump roping. I want to jump rope too. I want to jump rope too. Like, okay, let him jump rope.
You know, deep down in my heart, I wanted to really be able to do that, but I was like, nah, I can't.
Well, obviously, jump rope is something that the girls stole from the boys, and let's be honest, we do it better. We do it better.
Number 41.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. I'm gonna tell you, Transformers was off the hook.
The Transformers are vehicles that transform into robots, and they fight crime and evil throughout the universe.
There were the good Transformers, they were the Autobots.
The coolest of the cool was Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
Let's roll.
There were the bad Transformers, they were the Decepticons.
Of course, leader of the Decepticons was Megatron.
There was Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee.
And then there's also another one that I've always wanted, but I never got. It was Soundwave.
And wait. He was a tape deck.
The sound I like was the that was hot. When they transform.
Right now, it looks like a semi-truck, and then it looks like a refrigerator with a boner.
Some kid's supposed to figure this out? And, okay, boom, right in between the legs.
See? Robot. Doesn't that look like a robot?
How you gonna front on the Transformers?
Transformers, baby.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Now, in case you missed it, here's the full breakdown of numbers 60 through 41. Only 40 toys left in the countdown now. Still to come, toys 40 through 21. I predict Twister lands at number 31. Don't miss it.
New from VH1, it's I Love Toys.
Oven baked.
I got a spider-gram.
This is one sexy pony.
I refuse to believe it's this hard to be a doctor.
You sank my battleship.
100 toys in 5 nights in an action-packed Kung Fu Grip countdown. I Love Toys. Coming up next. For more toy love, go to VH1.com.
Pretty sneaky, sis.